on the planet. Suzuka in Japan, Hill, Hakkinen and Schumacher championships. In 2026, we've got a new Kimi leading of 2026. 18 turns, but it's more than that. It's a flow, medium and the hard. It runs to gets handed the largest trophy around the world. It is time to enjoy. Aston Martin are there for Honda's home race, 20th behind teammate Sergio Perez. Alex Albon is 17th, one place ahead of him. To the next row we go, which begins. Esteban Ocon is next to Max Verstappen for the last 4 races here. Arvid Lindblad, 18, he is next to Pierre Gasly. And Lando Norris is P5. Next P3. And it's the Mercedes pair at the front, 19 years of age. If he stays there, in the commentary box, I'm Alex Jakes.
I'm store today then. 2 iterations of Grand Prix providing all the action at the start of the... this time Leclerc's got a McLaren to pine antics that played out yesterday. Managed to just about do it in China to keep Russell a bit easy. And I can tell you as well, for a fairly routine one-stop race. Now don't switch-taining race. We've seen so many wheel-to-wheel, at least in terms of tyre choice, as the blank...
So everyone going the same way. A defined stretch. We've seen lots of contact. Temperature is 36 degrees. The air delayed start here after a big 10 minutes past where we would be. Confirmation really been struggling with the vibrations of their power. Third Grand Prix is a real test. Expects to go forward and challenge for the points. Yesterday, Sainz in 16th. At the very front, Kimi Antonelli, winner. The World Championship round last time out.
And we're already round to the hairpin. And he's got to think about punching the field. There's a massive into the picture now. To the right level for the start of the race. Now that is recharging the last little bit of battery. So they want to get but they have to get the tyres, as Russell didn't do it in the safety car window all the time. And look at these 2 Mercedes roaring already now. Put into practice here what he's been working on. Because he, like the Ferraris, has been flying.
To take victory is to swimmily be that. If you let them,
it's a difficult start as well. You've got to have you on the start line, and it's thick when you're at high speed, and not a break if you're going for the run. It's not like Leclerc in pure traction off the line.
Deputy team principal alongside him. We're going to have a full 22 on the grid. Track temperature is 36 degrees. Air temperature at the front of the field. We await the greens, and it will be time to count. The Japanese Grand Prix is underway. He's third to the lead, and he's brought show in Japan. It's Piastri, Leclerc, and
well, I love how punchy both the launch, the drop of the clutch. It was all there.
On Kimi Antonelli from pole position.
Couple of cars, but can you overtake 5? Can the McLarens work together in first 2? As Verstappen's going to get passed by Ocon, is it?
As well. Bortoleto down 4 places.
Biggest overtaking opportunity coming up, starting to menace the rear end of Norris. Well, the traction is so difficult there, and you're going to...
And not a contest. Antonelli passed.
A battery game, and he had more of it than Lewis. Oh, so the Ferrari power units are not the straights, and that's what we saw with Hamilton and his woman in place. But the McLarens quite have the optimization even of the power unit. Well, can they cruise past Norris?
Verstappen, who was fighting Esteban Ocon, gets past.
Having a little look at the back end of the make the most of it. Ocon now on the prowl.
Go side by side through one of the fastest corners on the racetrack. Back in. He hangs on to 9th.
Yes, used it. It's not efficient. He's not made it through. So
Mercedes power against Mercedes power and 7 seconds.
Okay, so 2 laps closely through the corners this year. There is less downforce on the cars this year. And this will be a chance for him to really flex them. Got some advantage.
Well, we're going to drop down to 6th position. He's gained 1 place. Russell with track position. Russell 9:10
for him. Can he follow in his teammates' butt? Has he got anything more in the tank? Go down nicely
to 2nd place. To try and take his 2nd Grand Prix victory.
Cruising past a car a lap, and these are them and Antonelli, because they are racing each other so efficiently, because every time Russell doesn't make a move, put pressure for what will be a more critical pass, Norris will live to fight for another corner at least.
Rookie driver, making just his 3rd that put him into the top 10 shootout. So lap 4 of 53, and he hopes to improve to the lead. Kimi to turn that into fourth very, very quick past Lando Norris.
So Norris is back within a second to try and defend from Antonelli. So buffer in this Grand Prix Piastri, and Antonelli probably to follow suit at Suffolk, and Antonelli was driving out front. Russell's not.
Antonelli can put a move into the hairpin, doesn't need performance to come back through. Max Verstappen
start 10th on the grid, made a couple of places. I think he's tried, hasn't he, so far this year? It's been Max Verstappen on the warpath.
Oscar Championship was whittled away in the air.
Once again, Norris has got to within one set battery, so effectively a bigger tank. So absolutely swamped it. Antonelli, Norris here from a long way back on Russell initially. So he's not got time to find the traction of the Ferrari, and the McLaren are more ambitious, but it came to nothing because of that move.
In the Grand Prix, Oscar Piastri checks the left-hand mirror. Season today, Antonelli in the traffic, back and forth, but it's swung the way of George Russell. Esteban Ocon has got past Arvid Lindblad. He's up to P9.
Yeah, the young rookie, and really quick through the S's there. Had maybe Max Verstappen's corner, which is where Piastri and Antonelli a lot. Norris is looking quicker than backing into Norris. Yeah. But it's just meaning that Norris can through. Unlike Russell here, who's got it. Let's see if he can make.
Charles Leclerc, 7/10 ahead. These drivers has won the Japanese Grand Prix. Incredible Formula One moments through the years on this. No need to shape for the move, though.
He's just behind as well, getting closer and closer. It's a deceleration zone for turn 2, but on straight line performance. And Russell has the advantage of a little bit in the last lap. A personal best for Charles Leclerc, 1/10 quick. And then you've got Kimi Antonelli in the second battle.
Season so far for Oscar Piastri. This is his first, and a hardware issue with the Russell trying to change that. Russell to the inside.
Has he got any battery left, though? Because when you want to try and pass in a corner, which is going to take at the last opportunity, which is into turn 1 here to see a dry weather overtake. Always run the risk of being repassed as Piastri was just harvesting energy. He was downshifting close, downshift for Russell. It's another one. They will absolutely repass you down the next
time that he started a race, but the tactics were played. That's the thing, he's been able to watch it. That's all over the curve. We're on board with him left-hand side. Trackside.
Back of Charles Leclerc. Norris looking racy. Antonelli out of the throttle for. So once again, Norris a better chance to defend from Antonelli because Russell is out there fighting with Piastri. He's getting frustrated behind Norris, who's closer here out of Degna 2.
Lap 10 in that top 4. At the moment, George Russell get overtake mode, single detection, and he get it on the left-hand side, trying to improve to the points. The back, everyone else is on the mediums. We're expecting this closer to Lando Norris.
Yeah, once again, Bird car, they've got more power than the Ferraris behind, but it's allowing him to have a good shot and an extra half a megajoule of energy in the.
Oscar Piastri out under 4 points last time out. Norris, and then we get to Kimi Antonelli. With the best performance before everything.
He's been almost before qualifying to try and get to terms as he was fighting oversteer. Now remember, that's not but. He's got track position. Antonelli's closer.
He has the inside line 1. Pass and repass has been such an element. All on the same straight on lap 12 of 50.
Tail of Lindblad. And yeah, remember, he's out in clear air. So the circuit's it's been resurfaced and drive now because you can't just, particularly at Spoon, where you then want to avoid going use of your throttle allocation around the lap pace. That beautiful smooth asphalt clear air. He's having to hustle though because
in the commentary box before he delivered that
I said the word hustle.
Sure. It looks like we could 18th and final corner for Oscar Piastri. Just big superlative.
Just trying to figure out a way through. Claire, remember, doesn't have the overtake advantage. Second Mercedes, as Norris had. So back of Russell, and then we'll see what George is made of, because you might also have your teammate, and that would be they're going to clear Piastri.
Second window. How long will that remain the case? And Kimi Antonelli is 3/10, the Italian teenager.
So, overtake. Leclerc can use that as well. All of the drivers can use 350 kilowatts at any given one. Nothing doing on this lap, but it's a map.
Internal combustion engine and electrical power out front. Everyone on the same. There's a chance for Kimi Antonelli now, the 19-year-old. He's trying to go back-to-back for Grand Prix victories.
Lumping on the curbs through the final chicane. The energy kicks in. Leclerc starts to hold. There, it's tantalising for him to clear. If we hold track position.
Saying the equivalent of get forward. We can.
Oh, I love the ambition. So, keep him back forever in this Grand Prix. It's the first lap. Russell started catching, maybe chewing through his front tyres with a bit of graining, and the pit stops are coming up. Do not get undercut. Put on the new tyres first and hold on.
First, it's been coming. Oh, he nearly dropped it. My word, 1,000 horsepower out of the 18th and final corner.
Agile's going to have another go at Lindblad on the Lindblad had a big chop.